still quite undecisive, but I feel like if they are able to just give that free hit onto the mid to late game for red inside the Saigon Phantom, then maybe this is gonna be looking scary. And given that fact, Man Team wants to match it up with the Tilana's damage. We know that these ladies are so powerful in the late game. It's gonna hurt a lot, especially if they are well protected. Now the question in here, given the fact that both our marksmen are good for late game, the question is who got the better protection for their marksmen? Who do you think got what it takes for the protection? I think Saigon Phantom got it. It's Superman and it's Ata. The shields will be there. And at the same time, if the diamond dust coming from the Auchan will connect, it's gonna look scary.
Yeah, but inside of Saigon Phantom, they had a lot of CC as well as of mobility that made by Saigon Phantom. But if Mad Team takes away the Stellar, the range will make them. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what could happen in game number 3? Lack versus Fanta into the mid late Raz versus Diao Chan. Only composition balance as well. For the side of Mad Team, they had a couple of early Raz as well as the Zip. But Saigon Phantom still have other as well as Superman. So who are going to take the game number 3 here at Saigon Phantom versus Mad Team? My name is Mikos and I'm with Kaisaya. What is the early aggression will be made, Saigon Phantom or Mad Team?
Let's see how it will go. But if we take a look at the magic damage source, mainly it'll be coming from Neil and Fanta for the side of Mad Team. But for the side of Saigon Phantom, it's just gonna be lack. So I think for the early aggression, maybe Mad Team got what it takes first in terms of the damage, because we also have to wait for both Bang and as well as Red to go online before enough damage might be coming in from the side of Saigon Phantom. So I guess early stages and up to even the late, maybe it could be a Mad Team. But in terms of protection for their damage dealer, it's gonna be Saigon Phantom having that, because we talk about Superman, we talk about Ata as well, that has a lot of ways to sustain for the team and to soak in the damage that may come from the side of Mad Team. But damage wise, there is a lot that may come up from Neil and also 322 and secondary for Phantom.
Yeah, we can see how the respect made by Mad Team as well as Saigon Phantom in this kind of early matchup. But Yuzon already been taken away. The flicker, the kind of damage coming from Bang. Just want to steal the life of Yuzon, but Yuzon still Yena. He can just dashes away. But the members of Mad Team are eyeing onto the bottom side with a couple of aggression, trying to find where is the openings for Saigon Phantom to be taken his life, but waiting Saigon Phantom on one to the top side, giving the ice breath onto Neil. But oh, that teleportation, that bronze beam will be taking his life, trying to find a way, but that ice is going in, and he just been pushed away into the side walls, and the members of SGP trade their life. But 0322, we have no much mana. He just can't make the game just yet.
And that was Yina going down early on, and we talk about Yina if she doesn't have a good start in a match. We know that she's definitely gonna have a hard time even up to the late. So definitely Yuzon will needs to catch up, because he's the first blood coming from the side of Saigon Phantom. He maybe even might be have a good time in terms of shoving the minion waves up top, dealing with an annoying, very fast Superman on the hands of Bronze V up top. But yeah, given the fact that though despite being the first blood from the side of Mad Team, him shoving the minion waves up top and sending the Superman back to the base is still looking good. Oh, look at that arrow of chaos connecting to Red right now, looking bad. And of course, Dimensional Portal as well as Dimensional Walk connecting onto more members on the side of Saigon Phantom, giving light of hope for the side of Mad Team.
That is some easy double kill, making a way for 0322, but now aggression onto the bottom side here. Bronze with a couple of pushes, strength coming in. Cuckoo really needs to run away, giving the potential to have the defense, but Cuckoo has no flicker. Then maybe a couple of attacks. Zerv secures down Cuckoo, making the domination for the support, telling Cuckoo that Zerv is the best in this game, but Cuckoo still happened to make a way for 0322 to make a run as well as Fanta. 3 kills for Mad Team, only 2 in the respawn for Saigon Phantom, but maybe Saigon Phantom will make aggression into the mid lane here because Bang already been positioned himself in the brush.
This is gonna look scary if they continue to allow 322 as well as Neil get the assist and kills that they need. Then this is gonna be maybe a Mad Team game. But for the meantime, they just need to avoid what other sets that Neil can do so in this fight. But for the meantime, they can go Lilo because it seems like they're gonna be sending Neil up top for him to get more gold for himself. Because as you can see, Sinestria got the lead right now compared to what Neil has.
Yeah, we're gonna side of what Neil has currently in the top side, but no towers to be taken here. But look at onto the bottom side, 0322 with a couple of attacks onto Zareth that Ata in the early game. Look at the damage as well as the armor that Ata has, but still the potential is Mad Team will take this Abyssal Dragon, making the first objective for themselves and trying to take the goal lead here. Mad Team giving all the goals on 0322.
Yes, and that is again good news. While Neil is also farming up top as well as all the jungles, they're gonna be swapping sides again, sending Newzon back to the top side. And I think anytime soon, Neil might be ready for more action or contribution onto the battlefield. But meantime, we can also see the Superman just annoying the hell of the members of Mad Team in here. Let's see if he'll be able to go for a steal. I don't think so. He's quite far in this one, but he's trying to go for a attempt on that one. But that is that is Zip. So you can just go Zip Hex by Zip, and then you won't be able to do anything.
Yeah, we got a side of Zip as well in the early game. Yes, he just happened to be great, but look at how the rotation is. Zareth played really aggressive, but Cuckoo trying to just happen to make a safe lane for Oro 322 on the bottom side. 3 versus 3 bottom, making a way for Superman, trying to find onto the back side here by Bronze V with that Superman. 2 members into the mid lane, and we seen Sinestro Bang will go on the top versus down to Darcy.
And though they have to be very careful in this one because Zareth is attempting to go for an advance, but the poke again coming up from the Raz is way too much to handle. The power surge will slow you down and will not allow you to go for the kind of play that you want to do. So meantime, it's kind of a mirror right now, 1-1-3 on to the map right now with both the junglers onto the top side, and they're just waiting for the snowball that they can potentially do. But the aggressive play is more obvious on the side of Mad Team on the bot lane part of the map, sending or allowing 322 to just kind of free hit. Oh, Cuckoo just got stuck in here onto the bot side part of the map right now, but Newzon just right on time as well will just be scaring, will scare away the members of Saigon Phantom.
Yeah, the RTO has been used onto the bottom side. Bang, a couple of damage trying to find a way onto the Mike Golem, but still away by Neil. And giving the potential here for Mad Team onto the bottom side, trying to find the first objective. Still made in a couple of attacks, but the Mad Team trying to find with a couple of eyes onto that Raz. Now goes in, Zareth is still not going to full on commit because no enough damage are used on the side. With a couple of dashes, he needs to try and for making some space for Mad Team members to take the bottom tower here. Only one arrow needed for 0322 to take the tower.
Yes, and look at that. Very fast objective take by Atelanas again. She's got the 3 kills lead that Mad Team has. And we are already at almost a minute game time. And yeah, it's just purely objective. It's just Abyssal Dragon Kratos take and also just turret takes at the same time. And this tells us something. That both of the teams, they don't really care that much for kills, but we care for global objectives. So in here, again, the turret has already been taken down both side part of the map. Oh, Bronze V just gonna get caught a little bit by the members of Mad Team. Again, oh, Newzon forced to use the flicker to save his life.
Yeah, the side of members of Mad right now just happen to take a lot of gold, but a couple, it's just nearly a soft lead, making way for Mad Team, because the question is how do they just want to jump into the backside with Red has the artillery for that Brunhilde. So the question need to be answered for 0322 with 4.6 gold, giving the uppermost hand for that Brunhilde coming in with that block. It does not hit as well as Bronze V. That push, the Kryptonian strength is not connected onto the backside. Mad Team really is on the brink of focus right now. Saigon Phantom making a lot of mistakes trying to find the kill, but if a lot of mistakes been proceed, Saigon Phantom will lose this game. Couple into the mid lane here, trying to find a way with a couple of towers. Bang takes down Yuzon into the mid lane here, but the Cuckoo onto the members of Mad Team really going onto the top side, and they already takes one tower onto the bottom. Mad Team, Saigon Phantom really needs to find an objectives.
Here you go. You can see that despite Mad Team leading the guild, the gold somehow, and at the same time being able to take down one turret down bottom part of the map, Nestria still got the upper advantage in terms of the number of golds if you compare it to Darcy. But for the meantime, space in here onto the top side being created by Fanta and Cuckoo, allowing them to just put a little bit of pressure onto that Brunhilde. But for the meantime, though, we can see Darcy forced to make use of his Arctic Orb. Oh, look at that! Bronze taking down Nil, and I think they're not gonna be stopping because they're gonna get this position onto the Sage Golem as well as the Abyssal Dragon Kratos.
So I got a Phantom waiting for into the mid lane here. Takes a couple of towers onto the bottom side, giving Bang, trying to find a way to take the bottom tower as well. Mad Team really eyeing for a defense onto the top side for members of SGP. Find a way to 0322 being pulled off, but Bronze V just doesn't want to full on commit. The ulti really has been his bottom side with a couple of attacks. Bang, want to kill down Yuzon. That rock shield is still OP in the AIC, putting a couple of attacks, and Bang really lives, but Yuzon really not going to attack, but Bang takes the kill onto the bottom side as well as the first tier 1 tower. Mid lane as well, going to fall down with a couple of minutes. Top tower has been taken away by Saigon Phantom, make it number 2. But Saigon Phantom are going to just evaporate the towers for Mad Team right now. A couple of attacks needed. Saigon Phantom will take the game, or mistakes could be made. Mad Team make a couple of counter attacks.
This is what we're talking about, okay, who got the better protection. And it's obviously seen on the side of Saigon Phantom right now, again, because of the Bronze V, because of the Seraph picks in here with the Ata and the Superman. They are able to give the enough protection. They can soak in damage coming in from the members of Mad Team. Mad Team kind of a glass cannon setup because obviously they got 2 mages in here, and of course, Tilanis can utilize of her passive given the fact that she has someone nearby her to take advantage of that increase in damage. So in here, again, if we talk about just all-out 5v5, we know that Saigon Phantom that may be having that upper advantage take. But if Mad Team is able to build up members and maybe even able to go for the Dimensional Portal set, which they made you right now, and take on the comeback play.
That is quite the one-shot Darcy coming in. That Darcy still goes in with a couple of cubes into the mid lane. That tower will be taken its life. The artillery coming in for that Brunhilde. The members of SGP just have to split away. Bang still need that lead. They need to take away the potential, and SGP, they cannot stall this long enough because that Darcy is going to be a mad Darcy. So that Darcy as well as 0322 with the rage they had is going to be trouble for Saigon Phantom if they not going to just end this game in a couple of 3 minutes from now. After 15 minutes, Mad Team will rank the couple of damage onto the backside. Saigon Phantom will have to suffer a lot.
Yes, for sure. But for the meantime, this is the defensive play coming in from Mad Team right now. Given the fact that, again, Nestria went online and the protection for the Brunhilde is just way too much. We don't see any kills onto the KDA of Brunhilde, but that's fine. She's contributed a lot in terms of damage.
Yeah, they give damage, they take away objective, but that break on the top side will make a waste. But into the mid lane here, tier 2 tower to be taken by Bang, going in a 3-lane push, making a way for the Saigon Phantom. 57 seconds for the Dark Slayer to be spawned, and Mad Team, they need to take where is the objective is. They need to find a way to level up in terms of goal as well as kill. But if Mad Team could pull this off, they need to wait for Nail as well as O322 to have some couple items to make a full build and just happen to be the greatest damage in this game. 15 minutes into the game, that is the benchmark for Mad Team.
Oh yeah, and here we go with. I just noticed again we got Alina on the side of Mad Team. Dina, we've been talking about her. She start bad, then it's just gonna be all out bad. So I hope they deny that, that kind of quote unquote statistics or observation that we've got so far for AIC 20, because if they are able to again properly pick off a target or maybe even go for an AOE onto several targets in the side of Saigon Phantom, given that the dimensional portal from the side from Neil, then maybe they can go for that comeback play. But if they are not able to do that, then there'll be no chances of them going for that comeback play or that win for round 3, even if they try their best with 322 just going for the damage, but the protection is just quite squishy in the front, then she's still just gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, because of how it potentially is for the side of Mad Team right now. They happen to not not giving much of respect. They doesn't give a lot of attitude in this game number 3. They give a lot of respect. Saigon Phantom 2 takes the lead with 6 towers for 1 trade, making away. And Gracious's Dragon will be taken by Saigon Phantom at the current state, giving Red the buff right now. Drake's on the top side, bottom tower and mid tower will be pressured away by Saigon Phantom. 1 in the tower will be taken as life, but Saigon Phantom, if they making a mistake trying to freeze the bottom tower here as well, if one mistake made by Saigon Phantom, Mad Team will have the reverse sweep in terms of towers, as well as bringing the game number 3 to make it 2 for Mad Team.
Let's see how this will go though, because they got a Slayer, they got a Drake onto the top side right now, which is hitting all the waves up top, and this is them just multitasking in all of the lanes too, with Sinestria on the bot side. And are they really gonna go in? I think Saigon Phantom needs to be careful onto what Mad Nil in here can potentially go for a set, because here we go with some dimensional cube being placed in here. And oh, here we go, dimensional portal already committed, but then again, it's just gonna be rendered useless because anyway, they can just cleanse it out, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, cleansing coming in for the side. Saigon Phantom on the top side here. Bang with a couple attack. Zareth with that shield coming in, but the top tower will be taken away. Mid tower is next. SGP with an utterly shot, making the way to take a lot of objectives. Sideshna in the late game as well is really beefy for the side of Saigon Phantom, but one clash will just determine what are going to happen. Bronze-B really needs to run away. The members of Mad really want to chase this out. The members of Mad Team really doesn't want Saigon Phantom in their jungle, leaving Bang on the top side, but he needs to not overextend. If not, SGP Bang will be taking his life in a couple of seconds from now.
They're still patiently waiting despite having the lead as of the moment, and it looks like they're going to be eyeing on taking the next Dark Slayer. It's going to be the 3rd Dark Slayer that they are on full contestation right now, and I can see this game being even on a risky side for Mad Team, even if they go for an attempt to go for a steal. So I think they just need to stay in the base and wait for that miracle to happen to even, go for a perfect set with a dimensional. But they have to first stop that cleanse coming up from the side of Saigon Phantom before they can even pull that one off.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for Saigon Phantom if we already see that Darcy already full item as well as a Telonas going in for the Blade of Eternity. So if that Telonas has the Blade, it's going to be really hard for Saigon Phantom because the range for the Telonas is going to defeat away that Brunhilde. But still, Brunhilde has the ultimate to be the longest distance. But if Rat taken is alive, it's going to be really hard for Saigon Phantom because the only soul damage they could give is coming in from Bag as well as Red. If Zareth make one initiate the wrong initiative, but aside of Saigon Phantom, Mad Team will just make him reverse sweep because of the damage they had. Drake will be couple of attacks into the bottom side, leaving Bang on the top versus Neil, but still no clashes been made by Saigon Phantom versus Mad Team in this current state. 18 minutes into the game, Mad Team really want to find one big clashes here. Oh, a couple of attacks. Oh, Tribute is pushing onto the backside here. Cuckoo with the flicker trying to save the members of Mad. Mid tower to be taken away. They still can't go into the inner towers as well. But no, that bronze will be taken his lap with a couple of attacks and also stun. Lack with the blizzard, but damage can go 3-2 a little bit too much here. Bang, and as well as Zarab really needs to run away. The Drake onto the bottom side. He just can't do nothing. That takes the bottom tower as well. But remember, the Saigon Phantom really makes the mistakes here. 2 to none. Saigon Phantom really in the brink of losing here. If Mad Team could bring the heat into this engagement to Dragon fight.
Oh, here we go, and they are actually advancing onto the Enraged Abyssal Dragon in here. Mad Neil started that one off, but with the Sinestria onto the top side, it's gonna be looking scary as well. Fortunately enough, user is in there, but how much can he handle the damage coming up from Bang in here with the Sinestria backup? Come from Fanta, almost to death is used. Unfortunately enough, though, in here we can still see Fanta going for the play. Power Surge, kill down in here. That's Sinestria, and this is also Mad Team securing the buff from the Enraged Abyssal Dragon. This is the combat play we're talking about.
Yeah, this is the combat couple attacks, most damage. Look at Neil. That beam just melt away that tower. Remember, 35 seconds for Bang, 27 for Red. With a couple of attacks, Kyoko will go in out. A couple of block-ups coming in with the portal as well into the bottom tower. One by one, Neil couple of attacks just left. Days on the side with the arching up in push by Lack. They cannot survive with that zip. They're marching into the core, making